Are you ready to finally actually feel in control of your money? Yeah? Okay, let's forget about those complicated spreadsheets and impossible budgets for a second. We're going to dive into a super simple, 4-step daily checklist that could completely change your financial picture.
So, does it ever feel like your paycheck just vanishes into thin air? You know, you get paid, you handle the big bills, and then bam, you're looking at your account wondering where the rest of it went, and the month isn't even over yet. It's an incredibly common and super frustrating feeling.
But here's the thing. The answer usually isn't some big, mysterious expense that you forgot about. Nope. More often than not, the culprit is hiding in plain sight. It's scattered across dozens of small, seemingly harmless daily habits that we barely even notice we're doing.
And that brings us right to the first step of our checklist. You've got to track the leaks. I mean, think about it. You can't fix a problem you can't see, right? So this first step is all about building awareness. It is the absolute foundation for taking back control.
So what are we actually looking for here? We're on the hunt for these things called small draining purchases. The keywords to remember are frequent and low cost. They're the little things that don't feel like a big deal in the moment, but trust me, they are quietly siphoning money from your account day after day.
And here are some classic examples. You'll probably recognize a few. That daily morning coffee run, the afternoon snack from the vending machine, deciding to just get takeout again, or, grabbing that extra little thing they put right by the checkout. Each one on its own seems so small, but when you add them all up, they become a huge financial leak. Okay, once you can see exactly where your money is going, that's where the power shifts back to you. Now we're on to step 2, and this is where we use that new awareness to make conscious choices and prioritize what really matters. So it's super helpful to separate your spending into 2 big buckets. Over on the left, you've got your non-negotiables, your essential needs, things like food, shelter, transportation, the basic bills. And on the right, that's all the non-essential stuff. The goal is simple. Make sure the left column is totally covered before a single penny goes to the right. It's not about restriction, it's about being intentional. All right, now for step 3. This one takes some discipline, I'm not gonna lie, but it is the secret ingredient to actually building wealth, not just getting by. We're going to talk about avoiding a super common trap called lifestyle inflation. Just picture this scenario. It happens all the time. You get a small raise at work, or maybe a little extra cash comes in from a side project. What's the natural, immediate thought for most people? Awesome! What new thing can I buy? And that impulse leads directly to the trap you see on the left. Your income goes up, and your spending goes right up along with it. So you're making more money, but you're not actually any better off financially. The goal, what we're aiming for, is on the right. When your income rises, you make a conscious choice to keep your spending stable. That gap you create, that is your new path to financial freedom.
And that brand new financial breathing room brings us to our final and honestly most powerful step. So far, we've played defense by tracking and prioritizing. Now it's time to go on offense and start actively building your financial foundation for the future.
Building that foundation is really a 2-part move. First, you take all that money you just saved from plugging those small leaks and you turn it into a consistent saving habit. Then, once that habit is locked in, you can start looking for ways to actively increase your income, which just creates even more positive momentum.
Now, when you start saving, please don't get overwhelmed thinking you need to be putting away hundreds of dollars right away. Just remember this idea. The amount may be small, but the habit is powerful. Even if you're just saving a few bucks, what you're really building is the life-changing habit of paying yourself first, and that becomes the cornerstone of your entire financial future.
So there you have it, your 4-step daily checklist. It really is that straightforward. It all starts with just a little bit of awareness and ends with real tangible growth. Which leaves just one question for you to think about as we wrap this up. Looking at your own habits, what's just one small leak you can stop, starting tomorrow?